All right, what's going on? We've got a Kuby to talk about today. I really like Kuby. Here's the actual part number, and it'll be in the description, but here's a little bit of detail about it. I did a video on a similar model a couple of years ago, just G10 scales, but basically the same knife. And now they have it available in a titanium scales. And it's about $100. Right now on the Kuby website, it's $125. However, you can probably find it cheaper somewhere else. I didn't go looking, but yeah, for about $100, can you really go wrong? This is very Koenig Arius. Okay, and I think I talked about that in my previous video and kind of gave it some, kind of ribbed it a little bit for being an Arius sort of, not knockoff, but, I don't know. I've evolved since then, a year or so back, and I kind of like this. I think Kuby's doing everything on this knife correctly. So the anodizing is great, and you can get it in, this is obviously green, you can get it in pink, blue, black, and just plain titanium, raw titanium, whatever you want to call that. So I think the anodizing is super cool. The milling is super cool. The pocket clip is fantastic. Countersunk hardware and a recessed clip into the scale. I think it's a good looking knife for $100-ish. And you have a good full-size blade that you can really wrap your hand around this knife and do some work. You could choke up a little bit, but that's really going to kind of get close to you there at the heel of the blade. So not really a finger choil, more of a large sharpening choil, if you want my opinion. So 4 3/4 closed, 8 1/16 overall, 3.4-inch blade. 14C28N, which is great. It's doesn't have the edge retention as, say, Magna Cut or something like that, but it is super easy to resharpen in the field. If you're out hiking, camping, whatnot, and this gets dull, you can just grab a stone from your bag and you can sharpen it right up. Magna Cut is going to be a little bit tougher to do that because it's a tougher, stronger steel. So nothing wrong with 14C28N. Runs on bearings, and I think it's a good-looking knife. I think the Arius is a good-looking knife that I really want to own, but I have owned before, and I just don't keep them. So I'm like, why do I want the Koenig Arius? I am a big fan of Kuby. As you know, I talk about the KB237 quite a bit. And this one is the the 360B. This is a great budget knife at $40-ish, $45. But for $100, I'm not sure which one I like better now. Do I want two of these or one of those? It's a toss-up. I think they're both great knives. They're both different. And it's whatever you would like it for is going to dictate which one you like better. I do like the titanium scales. The other Kuby that I pulled out has G10. I would probably not get this in green, although I do love green. But I don't know that I want a bright green knife. I like some green accents. Maybe the black scales, but with the green clip. That might look pretty cool. Or with a pink clip. Give it a little splash of color. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Here's the Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica. I already showed you with the other Kuby. I mentioned Magna Cut. So here is a RJ Martin Q36 SS in Magna Cut. This thing works great in the pocket. The pocket clip, I don't know. It's a little aesthetically not great for, because the pocket clip does stick up a little bit past the scale. I would almost prefer if they just moved it down that 1/16 of an inch, or, move it down 1/8 of an inch, and then it's not going to stick up past the scale. Still deep carry, but really what deep carry? Like that's deep carry pocket clips are kind of, why? Like why? It's a little bit harder to pull them out of your pocket than if you have a little bit of the knife sticking out. So for instance, I'll just take the Spyderco Delica. You're gonna have about this much sticking out, which is kind of a lot, but it gives you something to grab onto. It gives you a little more purchase to the knife. Deep carry, you're gonna have a pocket clip, so people know that you're carrying a knife. It's not like we're going super covert, black ops, whatever. People are still gonna know you have a knife. So let's do deep carry in a better way so that there's still a little bit sticking out. I'm trying to look around the table here. I don't have anything as a good example, but there are some knives that like stick out 1/2 inch or more. Well, that's not good either. I kind of like a happy medium. So anyway, that's a bit of a ramble there about pocket clips. Let me know your thoughts on this Kuby. Are you into $100 Chinese knives? Because if so, this might be it for you. There's a lot of milling on the inside. I didn't even mention the weight. Weighs in at 5.1 ounces, but it has heavy milling on both the lock side and the show side to help reduce that weight. And I think for $100 in titanium, you can't really go wrong. So let me know your thoughts down below. I think I have a Kuby playlist up here in the corner, and have a great day.